Hello, my people. How you doing for my followers? Well, I just want to share my little thoughts and a little ideas that I got laid out already that I've been working on for about 2 decades on this. And it's called the Eco Globe Path Road Map for Humanity and the People of America to Grow. And it's called Satoshi Infrastructure. Yes. And the reason why I named it Satoshi Infrastructure, because if you put your little 2 cents to it, Satoshi created Bitcoin, and it's a mechanism platform that neither the CIA or the Pentagon or the government, not even the president, could hack into that platform and change it. Only Satoshi. And so if you link that chain link of the strength of Bitcoin, not the foundation that Bitcoin is sitting on, because the foundation is a system that could be alternated, hacked, and manipulated. Not Bitcoin, just the foundation that's sitting on top of Bitcoin. And really, Bitcoin was made for the people. Infrastructure, decentralized digital currency. So Satoshi didn't really vanish from his platform. He really created it for the people, not for the government. That's the whole purpose Satoshi created all this. But it didn't come into the sense of the government after they approved it in the congressional and the White House, that what they approved was Bitcoin at the moment when the crisis went bad and Satoshi came in play to save America, as Satoshi is doing right now as we speaking. This is I am Satoshi Nakamoto. I am the 1% chosen that's been here for 20 years for this day, for this dismantle that the government, of the dirty, crooked corruption they've been doing. Because Satoshi didn't make the platform for the government. Satoshi made the platform for the people. I made this platform, which is the new Eco Globe Path Road for the people and the humanity on Earth. And this platform and this ecosystem that I created, it demolished the old protocol, the old slavery manipulated system that the Rockefellers built. Now it's going to call the stepping stones of our new generation, Satoshi Infrastructure. And when I say Satoshis, there's many Satoshis. I am the authentic one, but I made this for the people. The whole world is already agreed with the consultants we had in meetings behind doors of creating and agreeing to this infrastructure where your GDP will bring it so much up, economic living will be so marvelous, and inflation is way below than what you ever could think of. But there's all reasons to all this to happen. We have to work as a team. We don't work as a team, there's no prosperity, there's no unity, and there's no championship. Because when you work as a team, no one is the captain. You may have a voice leader and a coach, but no one is your captain but yourself. So in this ecosystem, if you look at it, this is how I wrote it. This is what I'm promising, and stand and be authentic, genuine, and original who I am. and who God chose me to be. I'm nothing to be bragging about. I'm nothing to be showing glamour and fame and all that. I'm the one that's going to come and bring light to your hope, light to faith in America, bring our braveness, our strength back to America. You seen that fly cross through me twice? My energy, I'm vibrating so high. Well, this is right here called the delegation law, and why it says law of error, which is our earth reshape America 2026. And it says freedom of speech, April 21st, 2026, which is me, Juan Carlos Ayala. That's a code. I can't tell you about that code there, but already I saw it. And Satoshi Infrastructure. And it calls first thing before anything to come to an achievement. When you have a rot in the house or a rot in the root, you cut that root because the vine keeps growing and the trees keep blooming and breathing and generating our batteries in us, our electricity from our static frequency. And we have to clean the corruption. So one is cleaning out the corruption. Well, I'm gonna read it out. You don't have to. This is the whole purpose. It says stop the corruption, and these. It doesn't matter. It's part of the eco. Look, it even says right there, eco globe path road, humanity, prosperity, equally system. Remove the old system, the old Congress, new rules of new age of politicals under 68. They have to retire. We got too many 80-year-old. I love them. They understand that, but they're already adapted to the old system. And this right here, it voids the corruption, fresh minds, fresh body, fresh thing, because everything changes in every cycle of every 5 and 10 years. You know, things start changing, and that's part of the old protocol system that they have us locked into. And we're gonna lock ourselves out of that if we stand together. Unity is the strength of everything. It doesn't matter. Look, I even say it there, and this goes out. Look, and we're gonna some's gonna go and some's gonna stay, and the ones that go, some of them's gonna retire before this even comes out. When I even complete the bill, because this is a beginning. The bill is nothing but for the people and a benefit to the people and all for the people. Okay? So this is what it is. And it says it. Anyone from senators to the committees to the federal system or government will be accountability to face legal action cause of any of their corruption or any of them involved of dismantling or dismantling or any part here in America, of dismantling of any part, meaning like any killing, any hurting, any shooting, any stabbing, any ICE murdering, anything involved hurting the American people, you are accountability, and it includes, look, it includes no matter, that's not just America, it says not, any part of here in America, or I was writing this because my conscience is talking to me, and my physical body couldn't keep up with the speed of my conscience talking to me. And so, but this is not just me writing it, because this comes together. That's what the word is, unity. we come together. We come in a perfect, what is best for the people, what we agree. And before we even pass the bill, we get a votage on the people. They could cast a vote if they agree and they like the bill or what they want to change on the bill. That's what's called Satoshi infrastructure, because the government don't make the final choice, the final call. It's the people, the ones who elect us to be here and stand for them and fight for them. That's what this is about. So that's why it says no greed, no oligarchies, or any evil or greed involved with the oligarchies or any other agreement will be accountability to be, hear that, to be in prison or face criminal action behavior under indictment and subpoena to jail. Okay? That's part of Satoshi. Satoshi infrastructure is not bullshit no more with the corruption. He's not bullshit no more with the corruption, no matter who you are. In other words, this whole first page is calling out the corruption. No one's above the law. And something for the pedophile, and there's one state that agreed to my thought, and they're trying to pass it already. It is that if you're a pedophile and you did any of the 3 listed of 17 charges of pedophiling, you face execution in front of the public, because that put a statement out to all pedophiles. You will be executed in public in front of the courthouse. It's like a death penalty. Okay? You will be executed. If you are any involvement in pedophiling under 13 and under, you are pedophiling, you're going to be executed. There's no time for me to waste tax money, government money to fee you after you pedophile and did all the 17 lists worse you could do to a child. You will face criminal charges if it's indicted and you violate it. There's no criminal, there's no waste of my court money or state money or paying any prosecutor. You straight getting executed. We're gonna go back to the 20s on this. 1930 or 1920. That's why when you do stuff like this, it brings the crime rate down. It brings a lot of violence back to the lowest percentage. And try me, it sounds horrible, but it's the facts. Look it up. I'm not bullshitting. I'm real. Okay, and it says right here, these are, follow seeking 2 page. I'll tell you, I've been writing for you. I have not done completely, but I'm sharing what I'm sharing because I feel good, and I want y'all to be aware and prepare that I'm not bullshitting. I'm not none of these politicians. I'm genuine, and what I'm speaking is real, and what I'm doing and what I'm laying out here, I'm standing by it. I die by it, and I will succeed by it. Alone, with y'all or without y'all, I still don't give up on y'all. I'm a true fighter, and I've been a fighter for 2 decades behind the pillars of the White House. Now it's time for me to get recognition to fight for what belongs to the people and give it back to the American people. And our humiliation, look at this fly. I don't know where it came from. We're not gonna be humiliated no more from our allies because of Donald Trump. We're gonna stand together and be strong together. This is not about left or right, I'm a Democratic. I'm about democracy, yeah. But right now, I'm about sovereignty. I'm a sovereign fighting for my humanity people, for their righteousness, and protect them from these oligarchies and these genocide people. We're going to dismantle them. So people, we have to stand together in unity, love. Don't judge no one because how they look or what The ones that's hidden behind shadows are the ones you need to look for. And I was one of them behind those shadows, and I'm coming out, not as a whistleblower, but as a fighter for the people, for the righteousness. This is, you know, it's not about, you know, what religion or what culture, Christianity, Christian. You know what? I'm a Gen X. And we believed in this. If you're a Baptist, a Christian, Catholic, Jehovah Witness, or Muslim, or Buddha. That was back in our days. Those were real religions. Because you know what? We all knew that they believed in the man that created us, God. But their religion and their worship was different, so we respected that. We didn't judge them. But we didn't stop loving them. We didn't stop caring for them. You know, we didn't judge them because they're Muslim or Christian or Catholic. We love them because we honor who they are. We appreciate them because they feel, cry, and emotion and have heart like us. You don't judge the book by the cover. You read the story, then you'll understand more to know the acceptance, to able to accept whoever they are. Everything else is accepted around you. A lot of people gonna get mad on this law, and this law goes to the legislation, right? So we already talked about the criminals here, you know. And the Epstein file, I didn't even say it. Look, y'all can read it closely. It says, okay, criminal action behavior under indictment. I was following from the last sentence of the last page on the other page that I wrote, the first page, if you follow. Subpoena with no exceptions. Okay, no matter who you are, no one's above the law. Okay, Epstein files. Okay, you see that again? Epstein files opens every single page to the public. Okay, every single page open to the public. And it's right there, look. I'm not lying. Open to the public. Bug or fly? I know it's my energy vibration. It brings in all insects, bugs, animals, squirrels, possums, skunks, really all kinds of. It's fucking freaky. My energy vibration just going. Whoom, whoom. Yeah, I am. Don't judge me by my voice. Don't judge me by my looks. Don't judge me by my looks. You don't judge. You just hear the sincerity that I am, and I will, and no one else. It could be many candidates out there, but no one has that heart and that flame and that desire, and already got the layout, the whole operational by myself to make this better without no government, without no mayor, senator, nobody, me alone. I created all this, I manifested all this, and I'm gonna make all this happen. But I cannot build it without the people doing the right thing. Follow me, let's protest, vote for me. Let's make this election and this election fair with no rig, no scandal, fair election like Hungary did. Like we did in Hungary, we're going to do in Canada, we're going to do everywhere. Because people need to stand up now around the nation together and fight for what belongs to them. No more the system slave and control us. We're going to control what's right for the system. That's why in this one here, I say, shut it down. We're going to shut all evil, every pipeline that's involved from Israel to Saudi Arabia to what you call it, Qatar. All those are linked to chains. I don't want to speak because all that's classified. But again, if you're going to call me out, use my name. Juan Carlos Ayala. JuanCarlos. Ayala. Don't use no filibuster name. Don't create no name because that's insulting to me. It's like, would I want to use your fake name and create you a name and but mention everything you say in your podcast or everything you achieve in your podcast or saying an example. Don't take it offended. This is an example. I had enough, or Katie Fang say, believe me, I was in 2020, but she's doing her podcast on YouTube. We be like, whatever. She is, no. Believe her because she did work for 2020. She did left that because she saw how the system is corrupted and corrupt. That's why she did her own podcast and she has millions of viewers following her and gonna keep following her, and she's gonna be one of the podcasts in the White House when I get there. If the people choose for me to be there, it won't hurt me. It won't make me cry. But at least I know that the people will vote what's right for them, what they know is right. It don't matter, but this what matters at this point. It's not about left or right, Democratic or Republican or center or lefty or this is about taking down the oligarchies, the genocide, to eliminate Israel. Let them take care of themselves. Let them be a sovereignty state now. Because that's what it's all going to come down. Every country's going to be a sovereignty. And that's why it's going to call this right here. Y'all going to hate me. A men's going to hate me. But you know what? It's not about the men's. Because men's are the ones that are destroying right now. Look. This is that fly I keep fucking around. This is about, look, it says that the Equal Fairness Treatment Act. And it's a woman's and men's and legal aliens. Okay, when they say legal aliens, that aliens that went through the process to become American student, through all that's gonna change anyway. But yeah, legal aliens, like the ones that work in the farms and all that. Legal, okay, so you see it. It says Equal Fairness Treatment Act for women's and men's and legal aliens have the same rights and have the same equal rights as a man. Let's say, as a man comes, equal as a man, right? And then it says, this is a code. I can't speak about that. That's one of my codes. But yes, as a man, in case of the skills, trades, or any woman gets the same treatment as a man, and also including LBTQ, because no one's above the law, meaning, but I can't read this out because I got these in codes. That's why I wrote it short. But with the team in the committee house and the legislation and delegations, sit, as we united as one, and make a perfect, out of this is the basic. This is the key point. Now we grow from this of the best for the people. And that's what this is about, this part right here. Meaning that fair share treatment, what a man gets doesn't mean he get more than a woman. Because the woman has the same education, the same knowledge, the same skill, maybe. And it happened because that's why I'm passing this law, because I seen it. I experienced it. I walked through it. No one walked through the depth of the valley more than I did. And come out to the sunlight, never cursed at God. I'm one of them. That's what I'm chosen. I'm the balancer on earth. And this is balancing the earth. This right here is my bill, and it's called the American People's, call it, you hear this, the American People Sunlight of Humanity I I can't. I gotta come because it sounds corny. I gotta fix it up. I gotta fix it up. It's funny, but I gotta fix it up. But anyway, it says everybody's equal, man. Our ancestors, this land in America is nothing but immigrants. We built the immigrants. I'm an immigrant. I'm an indigenous immigrant from Puerto Rico. I'm a Taino. I come from the Bohíos. We have a lot of history, and we still are one of the last countries on earth that still carry that culture, the Indian bloodline culture. We are rebels, but we are soft-hearted. We are caring. Everything is family to us. Everything we share, from skills to knowledge to medicine to creation to ideas. And there was nothing of manipulation or you have more than I had. Because why, you have better skill than I, but you know what? You open the doors for my other brothers and sisters. If they're going to follow your step, you gave them a more longer path to achieve. And an easier way to get there because we broke the harsh steps of the concrete to create stepping stones for our followers. That's what this is about. That equal fairness treatment act. Don't matter who you are, Indian, Black, Asian, you an American, you certify as you an American and did the legal process to become an American. You are not discriminated and you are not taken